this is Everyone Can Grill. Today on the Weber Performer, we're going to cook some low and slow indirect. And let me show you what we're going to grill. We're going to grill 2.6 pounds of Tomahawk Steak. Yeah, buddy, this is going to be a blast. My brother gave me the Tomahawk for my birthday, and I just cannot wait to get this thing fired up. So stick around. I'll show you how to set up the grill and how I cook a Tomahawk. All right, let's set this grill up for indirect low and slow cooking. Now, I could have used my Weber Smoky Mountain, but that's kind of, everybody knows how to set one of those up. I wanted to set this up so everybody could see low and slow on a Weber Kettle. So as you can see, I'm not using my baskets. I have charcoal dividers. These are actually on my little 18-inch charcoal grill. But I took them off and stacked them they're just standing there. They're going to hold the charcoal back from coming over here. So let's get some Kingsford Blue Bag and give it a good shot here, because we are going to be grilling for about an hour, maybe two, depending on how long it takes for this meat to come up to temperature. So this is about as easy as it gets. I'm just spreading out a nice layer. And now, y'all seen my chimney starter, right? The one I use most of the time. Today's not most of the time. We're going to use its baby brother. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of charcoal in here. And not a whole lot, just a little bit. I mean, that much. We're going to get that started. I'm going to use my propane starter. See if it lights today. It's not. Let me get my lighter. All right, I got my lighter. Let's start this up. It won't take long. I mean, we're only talking less than a dozen coals. Well, I'll get that started. Let the coals, this time we're going to get them nice and started. And I'll show you what we do after that. So I will bring you back when the coals are ready to go. Okay, our coals, as you can see, are good and started. And what I'm going to do is gingerly lay these out so I get a good spread across the tops of these. Just like that. Oops, that one has a little flip over. I want to cook it this way. Nice. All right. So I'll put a little light again next time I need it. This thing is perfect for just getting the smallest amount of charcoals going. Now I got them on. My bottom grate is about that far open. Now I'm going to put my grates on, and I'm going to need all of it. I'm going to put it on just like that, with the wings up instead of down like I usually do it. I'm going to do that. Put the lid on with the vent opposite the coals. Now I'm going to even throttle my vent down a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to let that just kind of churn for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Get the temperature nice and stabilized. I'm looking for 275 to 300 will be just right for what we're doing here. So stick around. Once the grill is stabled out, we'll get our steak going. All right, while our grill slowly comes up to perfect temperature, let's get this meat prepped. Now, I've had this big hunk of meat sitting out for almost 40 minutes now, get it up to room temperature. And it's a big hunk of steak. So it can take some serious seasoning. And I'm going to just start off with some kosher salt. And like I said, it can take a hit. We're going to put that on there liberally on both sides. Gosh, look at the marbling in this. That's a heck of a freaking birthday present if you ask me. Now, cracked black pepper. And this thing has a dial on the top. If it's tight, it'll give me a nice fine grind. And for something a little bit thicker, so I'm going to loosen this little knob up here. It gives you a nice coarse grind that way. And that's what we want. And we want a lot of it on there. And this is all you need, man. It's black pepper, good hit of salt, and light kiss of heat. Get the other side. Oh, this smells good. I love the smell of pepper. See, I'm putting a bunch on there. Give it a nice pat down. Yes. Okay, let me read the temperature here. See, right now I'm only at 95 degrees. So it'll take another probably 8, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get this all the way up, which is fine because the meat just does better the longer it sits out. So, again, when I hit that sweet spot, I'll bring it back and we'll start cooking. All right, I am at 275 degrees. Yeah. I'm ready to put a tomahawk on the grill. Before I do, we're going to take its temperature. I'm going to put a meat probe in because, crying out loud, a hunk of meat that's this big ain't cheap, and we do not want to ruin it. So we're going to keep a meat probe on it the whole time we grill. Let me get this bad boy on here, just like it's supposed to. Set that on there gingerly. We'll get the grill on. Almost forgot to smoke. We're going to use pecan or peach again. I love peach, and I'm going to use a handful. So let's put that on. All right, sprinkle that on. I'm just using it dry. Get all the little pieces in there. I'll leave that wing open because maybe later on add some more smoke. But right now, lids down, we're cooking. We're going to let this go maybe an hour. Well, probably a half an hour before I flip it. So I'll bring it back in a half an hour so you can see how it looks. Oh, that peach wood. Geez, oh Pete, they should make deodorant that smells like that. But I'll bring it back in about a half an hour when I flip it so you can see how we're doing in a half an hour. All right, our grill's been churning right at 275 degrees. We've been on for quite a while now. I want to flip this meat over so we can do an even cook. And we're just cruising. So let's check that out. Wow. All right, let's get this out of here. Wow. And we're going to flip this bad boy over. Look at, I'm going to have 2 hands on my tongs to do that. Oh my God. Tell me that's not just pretty. Another handful of peach goes down. Let's do this. Yeah, that's hotter than hell, but I'm going to get it in there. Ouch. Ouch. All righty. Get the lid back on. The right way. There we go. Because you ain't cooking if you're looking. I will bring you back when we hit about 110. Right now I'm right at 102 degrees. And we're going to probably pull it at 115. And then we'll show you what I'm going to do next. Because, like I said, we're going to do reverse sear. But I'm not going to just take it and slam it on there and fire it up hot. So stick around, and I'll show you how to do a reverse sear on something this thick. All right, we're at 115 degrees, which is exactly where I wanted this bad boy. Look at that. Jeez, oh Pete, that thing is just enormous, isn't it? Let's get this probe out of here. I'll give it another shot and make sure we're at the right, exactly where we want to be. Ah, yeah. That's what I wanted. It takes 2 hands to handle this monster. But we're going to pull this thing off right now. We're going to set it on that platter. I'm going to put the lid on there just for a second while I get the aluminum foil that I just threw down the driveway. All right. Hey, live TV, what can you do? And I'm going to lightly tent this thing. Okay, and we're not messing around. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes and counting.
She likes me. Now, like I said, we got to set this up. Okay, let's get this thing ready because we want to sear this thing after it's done. Resting. And I've seen this done a couple of times. And I'm telling you, it works real well. Check this out. This is my charcoal puller that I use for my smoker that I was just talking to the wife about maybe not keeping anymore, since I've smoked on this thing more times than I've smoked on that. So, see, there's some coals that haven't even started yet. And let's get these all kind of evenly spread out here. Grate back on. Get the lid on it. Now I'm opening the vents wide open now. Okay. Once this is done resting, I'll bring it back and we're going to do the reverse sear on this thing. And then we'll let it sit a few more minutes after that. Cut into it. My grill's up at over 500 degrees right now. Oh, gee, you can feel the heat blistering off of that. Now, you know what? Reverse sear time. Just drop it on. I'm going to put the grate on top, or the cover on it for a few minutes. And we're going to let it do it. I hope you guys just did the upgrade to your smart TVs. That button on the corner, right-hand corner, right up here, that says Smell-O-Vision. Turn that on right now. You ready for this? Boom, baby. Yeah. I'm going to take it and we're going to give it a nice flip. Whoa. Get that lid back on there. Another 2 minutes, and I'll bring it back. We're going to turn it half quarter turn. Okay, let's give it a flip. If I can pick it up. That's the way it's going, baby. Beautiful. 2 more minutes and we pull it. All right, I got ahead of myself. I want to flip this one more time before I take it off. So let's do that. Jeez. Seriously, I wish you could smell this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Lid on. One more time. 2 more minutes. All right, it's been 2 minutes. Let's get these off. Oh my gosh. Like I said, it's a shame that you guys didn't do that update for the Smell-O-Vision. Look at that Brogdagnagian piece of beef right there, buddy. Get the lid on it. I'm going to throw the tent back on it just for a couple of minutes. Ah, jeez, does that smell good. I'll bring it back in a couple minutes when we cut into this. All right, it's time to cut into this meat. Look at that. Look at that. Jeez, oh, Pete. give it a nice, oh my gosh. That knife falls through this. Look at that. Perfect. That is perfect. That is really hot, but. TJ, I want to thank you so much. This is outstanding. So simple to do, everybody. Get yourself some meat like that. Fire up your grills and see what you can do. Because everyone can grill. Have a great weekend. It doesn't get any better than this.